Let's turn that up a little. Howdy, folks. Welcome to another Age of the Ring cast. We have another Season 2 1v1. It is Badger playing as Guldur against Woodland Realm, being played by Isirion on Gloomglens. The map is, of course, a huge factor in why I choose to cast something. Faction picks also are too. I do like Guldur quite a lot. I have enjoyed Woodland Realm, especially in Season 1 of the League, although I'm lately playing a lot of Lothlorien. Tragic, I know. No, kidding. I think it's really fun. The vibes are very good for that faction. We've got a forward tower over here, surely. Oh no, forward jail. So, as I think everyone knows at this point, I definitely like doing the Ruinous Tower. So you get, 2 builders out at a time, and you get the discount, and yada yada. But this is also a strat you can follow, so... The advantage of this, if you are going a pretty aggressive forward jail, is that it's quicker. You get your units out quicker. But in that case, I would do a 2-farm start with a Ruinous Tower back here. Because see, now every building is slowed down. Like, it does help you get your first units out a little quicker if you're going for a forward jail, but it does not help you... in, I guess, the later stages of the early game, if that makes sense, in my opinion. But we have some eco-harass coming in. I assume Horn Buff was used, yep, because the little leadership circle around them. Deletes the farm to deny the spellbook gain, but I think he's going to get a second farm. He might even get this one over here. So that's not good for Badger here right out the gate. And some counter-harass coming in. If he had one Faradir back here, he could just mow these guys down. Oh, they're not going to go for the builder, are they? Okay, I was about to say. Taking some fort damage, unfortunately. And, boy, I don't think they're going to get it. I mean, they'll have a hard time getting it, at least. So, second farm does go down. He has rebuilt this one. I think he might... I would circle around and get this one again. Or, run these guys out and just try to level them up. Oh, no! They ran right into them and got just mowed down by these broken rabble.
Come on, you mangy scum.
And that's just a plain old mistake to attack this. They're definitely not going to get it. Oh! Early horse archers. And some pikes coming in for Badger. This jail is not going down quite yet. Now, what was causing the poison there? I thought I could have sworn I saw a poison VFX, but I don't really know what would be causing that. I've actually had a poison bug that I cannot yet track down. And I think it's related to either DG or... I want to say DG or Misty, but every time the VFX happens, Misty and DG have been gone for a while. So, anyway. The mystery continues. The plot thickens. Ooh, it runs right into the pikes! Oh my god. Oh no. Let's see. We got 4 farms back at the base. We got another one down here. Some creeping, attempted creeping going on. That was just bad luck to run right through where they were popping out after the recruitment. If he can get this jail, he'll be in a good position. I think he could probably circle around and get it. There's no archers here, also, which, curious. And certainly no calves, so I think Isirion could go with some, not just horse archers, but the, Sigilmathir. So...
Master.
Getting 2 Warglares now. Isirion back on this farm over here. And should be able to get this. Yeah, I think they're going to be able to get it.
Come on, you mangy scum.
Yep, they got it. That's worth it. So forward jail does go down, and they should retreat now because there's just too many here. Yep, and there's archers in the back line. And also you want the slow decay to kick in. So you just, you leave them. You let him lose some HP. And then maybe you catch them when they're back at the base. Maybe the opponent has to regroup there. Either way. Going for the Warglare, but it's already been taken. Not today. This one's been reserved. Let's see. We've got 2 clearings. One defending the back farm. Good. Isirion's now cleared out this lane for expansion. He's expanding a little down the middle. We got a lot of horse archers in play. That should be good news. Badger has not gone... Oh, he does now have spiders. Never mind. So horse archers will have some trouble once they get their fear at level 2. But... And he is getting banners specifically for that reason. Clever Badger here. So he wants to use the Inspire Fear on the Cav back line, which will be particularly good if we're going with like 2 or 3 groups of horse archers. And yeah, Badger now has 3 of the 4 Warglares on the map, I believe. I think Isirion got this one, but dang. And yep, here comes the... Oh no, did not get banners on them yet. Seems like if you're buying banners, you might as well pop them on these fighters. And go with the fear. Yeah, maybe it's a little loud. You can criticize the volume settings in the comments if you would like to give any feedback about that. And I mean that in a positive way. So, CP-wise, looks like DG has a slight PowerPoint lead, 625 CP, 525 for Guldur. Chill of the Grave, of course, was the tier 1 for Guldur. That was the poison VFX I saw. That explains it.
All meat for the front lines.
Does get that farm. Excellent, excellent. Ooh, a Spire coming in. And yeah, we got... Is that 3 groups of spiders? Jeez. And building an early vineyard. Oh. Early Greenwood units. Now, this is... Oh, no, this is a bad thing. Because... So these are spam, anti-spam. They do splash. But if he's got the tower... In theory, he could just pop the Risen Dead button on all these guys. And yeah, these horse archers getting absolutely... terrific value here. They've destroyed the pikes. Now I can go in for the trample. Oh no, they're staying still. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Ah, lovely. The virtue of the horse archers.
To the trees.
And they do go down, but they get a lot of units here. Now, I don't think they quite traded for, 900 or so. Because they're 450 apiece, and they don't benefit from the Sylvan discount from the hunting shrine. There's a lot of spiders. Does pop that terrain spell right there. Goes for second tier 1. Does get that farm. 675 to 550 CP. Isirion ahead in the... actually, they're about tied in the spellbook. He's ahead in CP. But yeah, these spiders are going to be a problem, as are the Risen Dead. So... He might, he doesn't, I don't think he's seen the Spire, so he doesn't know that Risen Dead are imminent. And levels it up to level 2. Huh. Going for Castellans, I assume? Let's see if we can keep it on DG Cam and see the 1k drop in the money. So interesting, usually you see Necromancer Rush. I assume we're getting Castellan Rush here. It is a bit hard to justify Castellans with the, 900 for the Spire, and then the upgrade of, I think it's 750 still, and then 1k. At which point you're kind of wondering, why don't I just get Necromancer? He's got this amazing kit and all that stuff, and the can summon the Warg and all that good stuff. So now we do have the anti-spam on the field, but oh no, tier 2 coming in to save this barracks. Kind of curious to pop it here, given that there's just a pike, 1 or 2 pike units in there. And yeah, Castellans. Very nice. I like to see that there's Castellans and not just plain old Necromancer Rush. That's kind of fun to see. I mean, one way of thinking about it would be like, oh, well, DG, faction heroes in general should be late game heroes. But for DG, because the Dark Presence, the mobile Dark Presence is so valuable, because the recruitment time and price point of Necromancer is not that far from just rushing Castellans, it's a little different for them. Some of the cheap, Rohan, for example, also has a cheaper faction hero, so it's not necessarily only a late game decision to get a hero like that. Because we're a few minutes into the game, so it makes sense to go for some of those, like, slightly more expensive heroes at this point if you have the money for it. And both players are about evenly matched, money-wise, CP-wise, you know, spell point-wise. But I'm worried about the Risen Dead popping. I don't know why we're getting Broken Rabble still. I think we should probably just spam these and go Risen Dead. If there's no Thrain, ditch the Broken Rabble. Just go for Risen Dead instead. They're faster. Level 2. God, these stones are so much. Ooh. Now, that's a spell, so the leadership canceling on that is not going to work, but it will slow the hell out of him and let you pick him off. So this is the all units lose leadership, but it won't work on the Dark Presence since that is a spell instead. Whether Castellans give it, or whether the Necromancer gives it, or whether buildings give it. So you know all the buildings, of course, give Dark Presence also.
Waiting your command.
Actually, I guess the building, it doesn't say spell, but anyway.
Greenwood Warriors.
Anyway, back to the action. So, Chill of the Grave coming in. Spiders trying to get a trample. Some good pike movement here from Isirion. A leadership statue. Okay. We've got three of these out on the field for the 10% discount, but the spiders are just taking one out. So, a lot of anti-spam. Oh no, these are the swords. So, but we have a level 3 Greenwood Barracks. Ooh, he's going for the Cav. One of my favorite units in the game. Probably say that every cast, though. But they really are. I love that they get the Inspire Fear at level 2. They're a cool-looking unit. They pair well with, like, Thranduil for, you know, Cav Harass or Tramples or whatever. Ooh. Was that those swords? What are they? I don't see them. There must have been like one left, but he cast, I think, the Harbingers of Shadow level 1 ability on the structure. Deep Rot. I think he cast Deep Rot on it, which disables the deals damage, does not disable it, and then spawns some wraiths around it. Kamul's favorite DG hero, easily. Ah, I love using him. Fear at level 1. The vibes are right, like with the armor once it gets around to. The Fell War is cool. The level 3 is crucial for helping beef up the attack. Oh no! I was just bragging about Kamul Badger. How could you do this to me? Oh, but Tariel goes down. That's still a great trade. I would definitely let Tariel die to get Kamul any day of the week. And one of my more fun matches I had as DG with, I was against Desespera, and I traded Kamul for Golden King, so 3rd of the 9 for 2nd of the 9. That was fun. God, are these units cool? Look at that. Ah, but they ran out of the pikes. But who cares? They're elite Cav. Oh, Harbingers. So yeah, good call going for these to help counter the Harbingers. The front line would have been mowed down for Golden Realm without it, because you don't have the armor buff from Thranduil quite yet. So you need something like a Cycle Trample to help even the odds. Ooh, but they get stuck with the pathing, and they get quite a few units get killed. And now he needs to run. He does have the Inspire Fear, so that should help out. But DG now has 875 CP, and they're doing some Spider Eco Harass up here. So, oh man, this is a good game so far. I'm liking this quite a lot. I would say Isirion probably wants some archery. I think the elite pikes are good, but maybe some more archers. The back line's a little squishy here, and not very much firepower. Yeah, but I would not do this. It's too much. No, see? Oh no, they're caught out. There's no way they're getting. Oh, but tier 3 drops. Whoa! Whoa! Tier 2 versus tier 3 Cav. Very fun. Okay. Turned that L into a W there. Oh! Holy spear throw, Batman. That was like 4 spiders. Yeah, you're dying probably. The Warg Alpha goes down. The Castellan is the last one standing. Glorious. Probably should pop this. Does not do so though. I imagine he's microing a bunch of other stuff. Oh, should definitely pop it. Oh, 1,000 down the drain. Oh well.
Ready for orders.
And yeah, the spider eco harasses. Isirion's having some trouble with it, so. I think very much a good idea to get those banners on your units. I would go for this farm. You can probably get the farm. You got the time left. It's level 3. This one's level 2. Oh no, go for this. Who cares about the broken rabble? You got it. The Harbingers and the Pikes there. Where are the Tomb Guard? There we go. Yeah, there's Tomb Guard. But yeah, trying to bail on that immediately. That was good. He secured that high value win. He got the one engagement in the middle. Got a level 2.5 farm. Probably would have been too tough to get that. And you know, this would have turned everything into whites that died. So fair enough, fair enough. But needs to rebuild a little bit. Probably should just keep a pike group over here to help with the spiders. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, we need Thranduil ASAP for help beef up this army here. There's a hero in here. It's not. There's Crimple. Has some very cool 2D art. Should go for the farm here and take that out. But yeah, where's the beefy archers here? The Greenwood archers. That would help even the odds. They would have the range to hit those spiders, too. Ooh, gonna get caught out, though. Does pop the Sylvan, the evasions ability on the Sylvans there. And we'll get this farm also. Good job. Probably should retreat now. Could stand and fight, I guess. There's no hero in here. There's just a bunch of mostly spam. So could go for it. But the Risen Dead being popped over and over again is going to bite him in the ass. And the Tomb Guard also. Probably should try to get the Tomb Guard. Yep, there you go. That's the spirit. And then the Cav could sweep in if he's got the elite Cav at the moment. Yep, that's what he's hoping for. But I would bring these guys over immediately and just take them out. Look, there's one left. Oh, there's one left. Ah, they're going to regenerate. What a pain. God damn. Is he going to go for the Tomb Guard? He could. Oh, that was good. Ooh, good formation toggle too. There we go. That's some firepower finally. And he will get the leadership at level 3 to help with the damage and vision. At level 6, excuse me, to help with the damage and vision. Well, let's see. We got Crimple on the field. Both players are kind of in their corners. Probably should try to... interesting. That was curious to use it there. I would have saved it for a big engagement. Yeah, those Tomb Guard are going to be a real pain, though. Tier 3 is available for... So we got Wither as one Tier 3. We've got a second Tier 3 also for... Oh, goes over the Tomb Guard, but does get through. So this formation toggle is particularly good because you can widen out your battalion so not as many units trip over the pikes. So that's not too bad. But man, I don't think Badger has much of an answer for these elites. Unless Mama will do it. Weather coming in for Woodland Realm, but is DG going to counter? They can't because they are on the wrong side, wrong part of the spellbook. They're on the right side. So... And that was a gamble Isirion was taking there. He saw the... and there's Deep Rock coming in. Awesome voice line. But despite the weather, Guldur making a push here. 400 out of 1,000 CP versus 400 out of 850 CP. Some Rams coming in for Woodland Realm. Ooh, Wither does come in. Oh, destroys the treasury. That was such a good use of the Tier 3. And so these are disabled for 30 seconds. Goodness gracious. Well, it goes down anyway. And does get that farm. Ah, yeah. Oh, no! Oh! That might be GG. So, destroy that level 3, yep. And yeah, I think that's it. Huh. Just the spellbook there. And there's Necromancer doing absolutely nothing. Does get the Enchanted River, Fort Armor. Or no, for the anti-siege. Oh. And popped that ability. Bane of the Greenwood. Ooh. Deep Rock coming in on the fort there. Yeah, but I mean, all the production structures are disabled here. Man, I don't know. Probably a mistake to not try to have this guy hitting the fort all the time. I mean, you kind of were going for the fort, and look how low it is, but... Huh. So one Greenwood Barracks does survive. Commel and Spiders are here to finish the job. They do have the level 3 leadership here. Yep. Ooh, that was worth it. I mean, he took out his last Greenwood Barracks. He's got one early game unit production structure left. I mean, Guldur has probably nothing, but they've got the CP to rebuild in a minute or two, and just... And I don't know what's going on here. We got 2 Tomb Guard and nothing over here. So, there we go. That's the spirit. Man. I would say, yeah, bring Necromancer back and then just march in before he can rebuild. And yeah, send the Spiders out. This one's never been caught, which is shows you the value of putting these farms in corners. But Isirion getting more eco-harass in with these cavalry. No more Commel to boost these cav here. The one thing about Spiders is Senethra's Sisters do not get a benefit from Commel's leadership. So if you are going Commel, maybe stick with Feldrood, generally speaking. And if you're going with Senethra, you may want to stick with Senethra's Sisters. Obviously, the 2 Spider units have different roles, but leadership-wise, if leadership was the only factor, which it probably never should be, then... I mean, these are anti-structure, and they do a lot of crush, like battle wagons. These are more like early eco-harass, trample, anti-cav, fear. But yeah, I think this is basically GG here. And Crimple's Pike Summon does come in to help against the tier 3. That is GG. That was a fun game. Some really powerful spell book uses there. Really tipped it in Badger's favor. And then eventually he got his eco established, and I don't think Isirion could recover from that Wither. That was an extremely good use of that tier 3. But very fun game. Good game, well played to both players, and thanks for watching.